A little bit of pressure, I think.
Pressure's just a myth, isn't it?
This team. This is the team. This is turning out to be a very good day for this man right here, Sebastian.
Hey,
What a day! What does that mean?
Oh, gosh. Well done, man. Cheers, man. Thank you, mate. Oh, I was sitting there in third, watching them battle, and I thought, I can't catch them. I'm not quick enough down the straight.
I'll tell you something, right? It's never over until it's over. You stay in right to the end, don't you?
That's it.
Never
Keep
give
going.
up, Sebastian.
Never give up.
Come on.
Keep going.
Are you here tomorrow? Endurance race?
Yeah, we're here tomorrow. I've got Luca's racing with me in my car.
Where's Luke?
Luca.
Try for it. Hey, you've got some teammate here, haven't you?
Oh, what a teammate. You can't ask for a better one, really, can you?
A little bit of pressure, I think.
Pressure's just a myth, isn't it?
This team. This is the team to watch. There you go, mate. There we go. That was tap water there. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Mate, honestly, so happy for you.
Hello and welcome back to another video. We are at Pembrey once again for the 1.5 hour Enduro, and this one is a proper good race. Swear to God, if my new bomb has a crack in the front of it when he gets back.
I was waiting to see when they didn't come back round for that time when Luca dropped back. I was waiting to see like the videos on the live stream of them strangling each other at the Marshall's post and just like.
That's right, it's the 1.5 hour Enduro, and we have roped in some old friends of ours from Bacon Racing. It's Luca Proietti in my car and Oscar Proietti racing with Rob in the 20 podium car. I'm looking forward to this one, and I always was. Luca being a very strong driver, Oscar being a phenomenally quick driver. It's going to be a good one, and with Luca's mentality earlier, as you heard, he's ice cold, so I think this one is for us. So here we go as we approach the line, rolling start this time, and the flag has dropped and it's go, go, go. We got a really good start this time out, which is fantastic, and I'm right on the back of Nick Crispin, who put it on pole for this one, and we're already in a great position. We back off quite early into turn one because it's a very long race and we don't want to get muddled up in any shenanigans into turn one, but I managed to get the inside line on Brian Heary and secure second place. It's not actually Nick Crispin ahead, it's Chris Tovey, but it's the Crispin car with the phenomenal talent of Chris Tovey driving it. As you see Brian Heary poking up the inside once again as he gets the inside line for the double left-hander, and I'm going to hold it round the outside, short shifting a little bit, so not using too much of the engine just yet, but I think we're going to grab the inside line here as we come through this right-hander, following Tovey, who's got the track all to himself, and finally securing that second place on the opening lap. Tovey braking a little earlier than we thought there, so we had to check up a little bit, and he's a little bit slow on the exit, so we push him out of the corner, and I get a nice shift into fourth. No, I don't. I miss it, and all my momentum is gone. We now have Brian Heary already looking around the outside because of that, but I think we just about managed to hold on to things and secure second place for lap 1. Following the Crispin car. So this is all I wanted to do, was get into second and sort of just sit there for as long as I can, ideally my whole stint, just sit in second, so I've got my eyes on the leaders, I'm not stressing the car out too much, and I think wish granted at the moment. If anyone wants to give me I'll throw it down the inside, then I'm quite happy to let them through. There's no need to really battle at this point, the early stages of the race, but I'm pretty happy with where I am at the moment. As you can see, not really having to do much and just sticking to the back of Tovey, and he's giving me the go, 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 which I was quite happy to do, so I sat behind him for a while, but it actually got to a point where he was just holding me up a little bit, and Andrew Bull takes the opportunity to throw it down the inside at this point, and I thought, you know what, you go through, and when you pass the car ahead of me, I'll just follow you through. So I was quite happy to let him through, give him a thumbs up as he passes, and we're now slotting into P3. So it may look like I'm losing positions, but it's a very long race, and I'm pretty sure I've got everything worked out here, because I know that Andrew Bull is probably going to want to lead the race, and I think it's just a matter of time before he makes that move down the inside of the Tovey car, which is quick down the straights, but he was just lacking a little bit through the corners. Whether he was preserving the engine or struggling with an issue, I'm not sure, but he was just a little bit slower. And so as you can see, Andrew Bull going down the inside, and I am quite happy to follow him through. And it looks to me like Chris Tovey's quite happy to let us go through. So I slot into second once again, now behind the Tete Rouge habitable car of Andrew Bull. And this is where the long slog comes in. We've still got an hour and 20 of the race. I've still got probably about 40, at least half an hour to 45 minutes in the car. I give Bully the thumbs up as he asks me to push, and we just sit together and keep pulling each other around and keep putting in the laps, and that's pretty much all you have to do really for the main chunk of the race. Is just sit, be patient, protect the car, protect the engine, and stick in laps. Nice consistent laps, nothing too slow, but nothing too fast really needed. So another 10 minutes in, and we are again still sitting behind Andrew Bull, and we've pulled a little bit of a gap to the guys behind, with Brian sticking to the back of us. Again, he's doing the same thing, just protecting the car, as I'm in a bit of a Tete Rouge sandwich here, and I had a sneaking feeling that if I was in this position towards the end, I'm probably going to cross the line third, because I think they'll probably use their brains and work together. But I was, again, quite happy to be in this position, and as you can see, I'm short shifting everywhere. I'm not really pushing the car at all. I don't think Bully was, but at the end of the day, if the car is this quick without too much effort, I mean, that's exactly what you want. So we can just glide round the track, already catching up to some back markers, as you can see. I don't know if they've done an early stop, but we're now pretty much an hour into the race, and just sitting as we are, doing what we do best, running around the track. And now I'm sort of just waiting for the call to come into the pits. I'm getting a little bit itchy. I personally wanted to perform the undercut. I know that Luca and Oscar tend to like to go for more of an overcut situation and come in last. But at this point, I'm sort of going, come on guys, give me the inboard, because I think we need a bit of fresh air here. I think we need a bit of a change in pace, because it's now coming into the closing stages, and we want to start making the move. And you see me put my thumbs up. That is the pit board out for me. So it's now time to peel into the pits and get the driver change, the first driver change, out the way, and stick Luca in the car.
Brian Heary up into second place, just over a second back on the leader. Seb Jones-White pulls up at his pit in the background, door open. Pick up the pictures. Luca Proietti almost pulls him out of the car. And we see back at the hairpin, Neil Graham is trying to keep going, but not having much luck. And is it going to be lucky 13 today then? 41 car being pushed back out, Classic 41 factory racing team. I imagine that will be Martin Ryman back on board that machine now. He's heading back into the race. The 13 is taken over by Luca Proietti. We'll get a word with Seb Jones-White once he's got his breath back. Luca heads back out. Now, where is he in relation to the other two race leaders?
So as Luca leaves the pits, we don't really know where we are. Obviously we were a net P2, and now it's just a waiting game for the two Tete Rouge cars to come in. And as you can see, Andrew Bull into the pits. I think it was about 3 or 4 laps later. They stayed out a little bit longer, about 3 or maybe 2 or 3 laps later. But it's Andrew Bull, first of the Tete Rouge cars, to come in, as Brian Heary stays out, obviously in the same team, so they've probably got the same crew swapping them over. So he stays out for another lap as the leader, Andrew Bull, comes into the pits. Now this is critical moments in the race, because our stop was pretty damn slick. We've got our driver changes pretty much nailed down, and it really can be in a race like this the pit stops that make all the difference. So we're just hoping that their stops are maybe a little bit slower. I don't feel like we needed it to be slow, because I think we probably still could win the race anyway, but it would be a massive help if they lose a little bit of time. But I think that stop was pretty much the same sort of time as us. So I think from when I was watching, because the onboard unfortunately died, but when I was watching, I'm pretty sure that they slotted out relatively similar places on track. I think Andrew Bull was just in front of Luca at this point as the second Tete Rouge car of Brian Heary comes in. Now he's doing a whole race on his own, so he just needs to jump out, close the door, jump back in again. But that's another slick stop. So I think at this point, after the first pit stops, it's a mandatory 2-stop. After the first pit stops, it's pretty much even as things stand. But we're going to have to wait and see, because Andrew Bull already making his second stop as he swaps for Alec Graham to get in the car. Now Alec Graham, phenomenally fast driver. We've seen him in the last 2 sprint races, come from all the way at the back of the grid straight up to the front pack, and he was leading the race at one point before he had a bit of an off. But again, phenomenally fast driver, very strong, and he jumps in now. But it's looking like a little bit of a slower stop. I don't quite think that his team was ready, or maybe he caught them by surprise, but weren't really ready. But it's a bit of a slow stop, and they close the doors, and off Alec Graham goes. So that's the second stop out the way for the leaders, or the net leaders, as they came in. It's now time to find out whether Luca has been putting in the good stops. Now, as you can see there, if you look in the pits, my car is in the pits again, and so is Brian Heary. So we're pitting together. Just Luca getting out, getting back in again to finish the race. And unfortunately, you can see Robert's car in front of me as well. He's struggled with, I don't think it was an engine failure. So his piston actually cracked after we did a bit of diagnosis. But it was an engine failure. The engine went pop and he came in. They were struggling for pace for the whole race, to be honest. It's a proper shame to see them come in. But all the pit stops are out the way, and look at the timing board. It is podium on top by 17.7 seconds. So Luca can literally cruise to the end. For 20 minutes, he can lose almost a second a lap if he wanted. And I wish that I didn't say that to myself on the day, because you will find that the Tete Rouge cars were gaining a second a lap on Luca going into the last 20 minutes, and that gap was just coming down and down and down, and Luca is now under massive pressure. I don't know whether he knows it. He probably thinks he's got it all under control, but at this stage the pressure was on. Time ticks down, a second a lap gets cut out of our lead, and I'm now giving Luca all the hand signals, all the information he could possibly need off of that pit board. I know that he's got it in him, I know that he knows what he's doing, but the tension on the wall at this point was incredible. Now, obviously the Tete Rouge cars have a tow with each other, so it's probably worth almost a second a lap. But Luca just sort of managing the gap, but you can see the Tete Rouge cars properly pushing it as they hunt us down lap after lap. But I think at this point something tweaked in the Tete Rouge garage, or the Tete Rouge cars, because they started fighting. And with 15 minutes left, we saw that gap to Luca slowly getting bigger, and we watched the Tete Rouge cars side by side, lap after lap, swapping places and just losing the time that they'd fought so hard to gain. If they'd have stayed towing each other around. You can see in the background there. They more than likely would have caught us by the end of the race, but Luca started putting his foot down a little bit. He gained about half a second a lap, and the Tête Rouge guys started losing about a second a lap now as they started fighting and fighting and fighting, and it's still nail-biting stuff because anything can happen here. But as you can see, the two teammates just going for it. I think they maybe thought, well, he's too far ahead, we may as well just race for second now, and they both wanted it. But so did Luca. So 10 minutes to go. That gap has come down. It's fluctuated a bit, but it's come down a little bit by a couple seconds, down to 13.9 seconds. And it's just an excruciating waiting game to the end of the race. 7 minutes, 14 seconds to go. And still the Tête Rouge cars fight. Side by side, lap after lap, pushing each other off the track. It was fantastic to watch as Luca just keeps his head down, slices through the traffic, and keeps putting in those magnificent lap times. As again, the Tête Rouge cars jostling for position, cutback after cutback. No team orders here. And with 4 minutes to go, Luca was on the home stretch. He could lift his foot if he wanted to, and he did. Managed the lap times, managed the gap, and just kept putting in lap after lap after lap. And meanwhile, the Tête Rouge cars kept on fighting. They kept on fighting, and they kept on fighting till the end. And on the final lap, there was this coming together as they both head off into the grass on the penultimate corner down the back straight. And something had to give. It was some fantastic racing between the two of them for pretty much half an hour flat out. But something eventually gave as Luca comes across the line to cheers of absolute euphoria. And what a fantastic win.
There's our winner, number 13, Podium Motorworks, Luca Proietti and Seb Jones-White. Seb's second win of the weekend, finishing 16.9 seconds clear of the battle for second. What a battle it was. Second place goes to Brian Heary for number 92, Crisis at Tête Rouge. Third, Habitable Leisure at Tête Rouge, Andrew Bull and Alec Graham. Fourth place went to number 46, Ethan Sparrow for SCA Racing, a lap down. Fifth was number 89, P2W Motorsport, that's Chris Tovey and Nick Crispin. Sixth, number 81, Tête Rouge Racing, Nick Rhodes and Simon Turner. Seventh, number 79, Archer's Lion 2, that's Sam Archer. Eighth, 2CV Team Lion 1, that's Max Wire. Ninth, 48, SL Racing, Lawrence and George Broadhurst. 10th, number 33, Team ECAS, despite that late moment, for Matt Arrowsmith-Brown and Glenn Oswin. 11th, number 15, 2CVParts.com, a welcome return for Roy Eastwood. 12th, number 55, Steve Walford Motorsport, who made a quick pit visit at the end. Steve and Julie Walford plus Chris Tovey. Muffin Motorsport were 13th, X Racing 14th, Infinite Improbability 15th, TS Racing 16th. 17th went to Classic 41 Factory Racing. The other runner was Neil Graham, a long way behind. I don't think he'll be classified, unfortunately, and we lost the other Podium Motorworks car and, of course, Hollis Motorsport. Let's head down to Parc Fermé.
Yeah, I'm in a very, very happy pod. Come on over, Luca. Come on, man, boys.
We had this
you
discussion
wanted it,
yesterday,
didn't you?
Yeah, it was great. That was great. We came over yesterday after Seb's win. What did we say we wanted Seb? Win. Well, finish, but we won.
And what did you do?
We won.
Yeah! How does it feel?
Oh, fantastic, man. I'm so thrilled.
All this nonsense of telling me, oh, the car's got a little bit underpowered. Come on.
It was yesterday, but something's happened overnight because the first 45 minutes, the thing was absolutely on fire.
Boys, you have been fantastic this weekend. You deserve this. You really, really do. Go on, have a great night. Go on, well done. Congratulations. We've got word with you both, actually. Again, Brian, congratulations. Second place, Alec as well. Sharon of Andrew, of course, coming home in third. And what a race!
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, hard work.
Here's Andrew as well now, and things getting a bit hairy near the end, weren't they?
Yeah, me and Brian got to know each other a little bit more than we anticipated, but
It's a good job you like each other.
yeah, it's a very good job. Yeah.
Andrew, how does that feel?
Another podium. It's a great way to finish a weekend. Not bad for a second engine. So yeah, pleased with that. Just stood on the pit wall watching teammates kind of fighting it out, going, "You're slowing each other down. Let's go get him." So,
unfortunately, they just had too much of a gap, didn't they, in the end?
I didn't know what position we were in, to be honest. I had no idea, so I was just enjoying myself.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's the best way to do it. Guys, well done. Thanks for entertaining us. It has been super. Really appreciate it. Yeah, congratulations, Sebastian Jones-White, Luca Proietti over there. They are very, very happy indeed.
So that's it. The Enduro over and done with. 2 wins this weekend, and that has put us a whopping 36 points ahead in the championship and heading on to Lydden for the next couple of rounds, which I know it's been such a long time since we released a video because I bought a brand new hard drive to put all my videos on and everything failed and I've lost everything. So there may not be Lydden videos, but I will put an update video as to what happened, so at least you're in the loop. But for now, going into Lydden, we are 36 points ahead. And looking forward to it because Lydden was strong for us last year. Hopefully it'll be strong for us this year, but you'll have to wait and see because anything can happen. And then shortly after that we have the 24-hour. Now all of these races have already happened whilst I speak to you now, but I won't let anything out in the open until I put up a video. So thank you for watching, thank you for sticking by me, and we'll see you in the next video.